So as of Wednesday night, 2K announced this on their Twitter, saying that they had big news. The NBA and Take-Two announced the NBA 2K E-League, the first competitive gaming league of its kind anchored around a professional sports league. Now, what this was, when I saw the tweet, and I actually saw people retweeting it before I really saw it, and my first impression, well, you know what? I'll give my impressions on the back end of the video. Also, the second we saw that and that stuff went live and we confirmed it, your boy went on GamingIlluminati.com, put up the article on it. Make sure y'all check that out, GamingIlluminati.com. You know, there's just a sample of a snippet of the article that I put up like within minutes of seeing it, and I got the confirmation and whatnot, and just basically gave like a summary of everything that was explained. I will say that it was just pretty much a summary of everything that was explained. You make sure you go check that article out if you want to go check that out. And also I went to ESPN, who really broke it for everybody else and broke everything down. I'll get into like kind of like the meat and potatoes as to what they what the whole thing, like a lot of people like, what is this, and who is Take-Two? Take-Two are the ones that actually, you know, put everything together for the NBA 2K game. So the NBA and Take-Two software are partnering on the NBA 2K Sports League. And I know many of you have heard about this. I want to say maybe about a year ago when they talked about the 76ers were the first to purchase an E-League team. In layman's terms, it's pretty much like they said, like the NBA 2K E-League is tentatively set to begin play in 2018. Eventually it will feature 30 NBA 2K teams, each owned by one of the real life NBA franchises. So this stuff has nothing to do with your my players, and kind of like how Pro-Am works. People are probably thinking it's Pro-Am, but no, it's actually like you playing with the actual teams and you're controlling each player. So it says each is owned by one real life franchise, according to, and it's coming from Adam Silver and the CEO of Take-Two. They also said that they didn't really get into specifics of how they would play people, but I know they said it would be like a draft. The NBA will hold an initial draft for eSports players. Each NBA franchise will pick five to play as their team. You know, they gonna do like the whole salaries and train, and essentially they basically saying when you getting into this, you need to treat this like this is a full-time job, because it's going to mirror the NBA season. So you're going to be playing the same way like the regular season is. And I think it's going to be within like I think they said it's going to be like a 5 month deal with this. So you're going to be training and going through the season and stuff, and like at the end of that 5 months, you'll be competing in a playoff series, and then going on to a championship. Now, with that being said, how does that work? And I mean, you're gonna have like some of the top esports players getting drafted, but I know a lot of people, like if you one of the top guys from, say, I don't know, Sacramento, California, do you really want to play with the Kings? But I mean, that was what I was thinking, essentially thinking. And then when they said they would have a draft, I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter where you're from. I guess it just matters whose team you really playing for, and how that whole deal goes. I don't know, like I said before, how it's going to go as far as like paying people and stuff like that. They didn't really get into the specifics of that. They said they're going to have like stage events where they'll sell tickets for the fans, create merchandise, sign sponsors, and negotiate licensing rights so the fans can watch it remotely via some type of app or whatever that you could do it. Now, with all of that being said, NBA 2K has been known to have some of the worst servers known to man. We all know this. Like, when we complain about 2K, what's one of the top 2 or 3 things we complain about? Of course, we complain about, the game constantly being patched and all this, that, and the third, and that right there. And then the servers. We'll just get right to it. The servers are the things that are like the most critical as to everything. So will the servers hold up? Will they have separate servers for this league? There's just a lot of questions that right now the whole thing is just, you know, in its infancy, so you really don't know how this is going to go. So all I will say is it sounds like something that I would probably watch, because I mean, of course, if you know how to play the game, I always say this: if you know how to play the game, you know how to play the game. Just because you have a group of 5 guys playing as the Warriors don't mean they're as good as the guys that's going to play as the 76ers. So that's not always, you know, just because you have the best players don't always mean you're going to be the best team. Sometimes it's just how good you really are. So let me know, sound off in the comment section, what y'all think about this, man. Is it a good idea? Do you even care? Me personally, it's like whatever. It's meh with me. So we'll see, man. 2K18, they bringing the esports, yo. I'm out. Peace.